Gotta collect some poop. Turn in this poop. Oh, is fodder really poop? I thought fodder was poop. Is it up there? It is fucking up there. Oh. Wee wee. Wee 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 wee. Marquise. We grrr. Nope. Oh, hey Balls, how's it going? Thank you? Question mark? Oh, there's one more. Go up. Oh, there it is. You're what? Lovely. Tell me how it goes. Let me know if you have a crappy time. Oh shit, I missed. Okay, apparently I can't jump over that. What voice did I give her? I forgot. The Marvin. Good. The rest of already have been those, so we need not fear of any mouse to come in the dream powder. All units have now entered the final stages of preparation. Await deployment atop the main west side. I will send your uniform along as it arrives. That's all. This is the funds. What? I don't understand your Vieran accent. She spoke in Viera. Oh, it's up, isn't it? Gotta go up. Still more up. further up. Seems one more up. Still more up. Are we there yet? Holy crap. Time for an instance. Oh, I didn't. What do you say? During an instance, your shit will be glimmered. No, it's Memphilia. Oh, crap, their eyes.
What now?
The Crystarium at a guess. Desperate fools. It'll take more than a handful of overgrown lizards to ground us.
You're gonna be... Sound the alarm!
Nice. Holy crap, wait, is that me?
Captain, the powder has taken effect. It is time. Let us free the Oracle from their clutches.
Exactly the same voice that I gave her. I might get a little one. Oh, crap. Wait, why did it let me proceed? That's so stupid. We're not watching it again. That's so silly though. Okay, whatever.
For the Crystarium!
Our men will occupy the enemy while we rescue the Oracle. Come. You keep close to the wall. Okay. I have time. Look at this again. You may boast the world's largest army. A woman for women, we are no less mighty. Is that right? Rhyme there? I didn't know anyone was on our side.
Let's give them a show.
You're not alone. You're not alone.
Oracle Thrust. It's a cast bar? That's not right. I don't seem to be getting anywhere. Donut. Lena, go on ahead. We'll hold them here. Understood. This is me, don't you? Really clear, good. Oh, up. Okay. At least it's really pretty, the whole dream powder thing. That's over soon. It's Miniphilia. What? No voice? Thank you. Are you from the Crystarium? Can I have you found the rescue? Is something wrong with your voice? Your weapons, miss. It's a suspicious secrets. You just use them. What? Okay, I guess. I guess I understand. Please lead the way. As we do together is a good this place. It's not simply quit Final Fantasy. Okay. It is trouble because of me. I'm so sorry. C'est because you know we've seen. This way? What the crap? What? That's hacking. What's that? Is that Benji? Is that him, babe? Brazen thieves. You will regret coming here. So strong. What? Dragon reminds me of Golbez. What? Oh, Alpha. Hell? What's that? Oh. God. That Mikote voice.
Why do you persist in this folly?
There's a lot of HP for a solo game.
It's over.
Oh. No folly. Is it over? Oh, okay.
Dear boy, you bear a striking resemblance to the artist my master seeks.
Uh-oh.
By all means, keep your counsel. You will all have ample time to confess your crimes back in Yule.
What?
Thancred?
So, you are the wretch who stole her from us. And what if I am?
Oh. Oh.
Break!
Holy shit.
Fool! You would see your city razed.
I would sooner see it razed than conquered. Suffice it to say, we are ready to receive you.
What now, Exarch? Will you face me yourself?
I think not, General. I've quite exhausted my tricks. If you mean to give chase, I will not stand in your way. But you would do well to tread warily, for your quarry goes to a place where even Mjolnir dare not bear its steel. Ilmeg, the fairy kingdom.
To think that mountain of indolence still had the energy to unleash his hounds. Even the most pointless of conflicts may alter a world's course. And now the plan has gone awry. But how? How did the so-called Crystal Exarch bring the hero of the source to the first? As if I didn't have enough on my hands already. Then again, with a soul such as that, mayhap there is another way. One which does not require bloodshed.
That's the Grandpa Emperor, right?
Not so long ago, here in the shadow of the northern ranges, lay the great kingdom of Verbert. A nation with a proud history that the Sin Eaters cut short, just like all the rest. Since that time, these lands have become a haven for Fey folk. Dreamers frolicking amidst the ruins of a forgotten realm.
We should be safe enough here. It's good to see you again, my friends. I don't know about you, but it feels like years since last we met. 5 of them in my case.
Why, it only feels like 1 to me, but long enough to warrant a more convivial reunion either way. What brought you to Laxon Loft?
The girl, Minfilia, she and I were traveling together, hunting Sin Eaters. But as we were nearing Lakeland, she abruptly ran off on her own. I found her too late to stop the Ulmorans from taking her prisoner. And as I was considering rescue options, I observed that the Crystarium was on the move. So I consulted the Exarch, who apprised me of the details of the operation and issued me certain instructions. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I was to see you all safely to Ilmed. And here we are.
Orianger has called this place home for a while now. Yet we have never called upon him, I am ashamed to say. 'Twas only at the Crystarium that we met.
Hardly surprising. This is not the sort of place one visits on a whim. Happily, having trespassed on Orianger's hospitality for a spell, Minfilia and I have an idea of how things work around here. Sooner or later, the Ilmorans will come after us. But before they do, the Exarch bids us accomplish two things. First, rendezvous with Orianger. And second, eliminate the Light Warden of this land.
So, Minfilia. What made you leave Thancred behind, if you don't mind me asking?
You. The hero from another world. I was asleep when I felt it. A presence. Someone I was meant to meet. They were close and I knew I had to go to them. But with all the commotion in Lakeland, I was afraid that Thancred wouldn't let me.
And would I have been wrong? Had I arrived a moment later, you would be back in your cell in Yulmore. And now we have Ranjit snapping at our heels. You really have outdone yourself this time.
Wow. So protective.
I'm sorry. Thank you for saving me.
Oh, poor thing being scolded so.
Lollipops?
Who said that? Show yourselves.
Come now, put away that frown and have some fun with us. Yes, let's have some fun. Lots and lots of fun.
Which way was it to Orianger's?
I've been there so many times, but I can't. Why can't I remember?
Damn it all. We're already caught in their spell.
What? I mean, shouldn't they have been like walking or running on the way to wherever? Ilmeg is a fairy kingdom, and as one might expect, it is home to the Fae folk. The most prominent among them are the pixies, who have a penchant for making mischief. They use powerful illusions to play tricks on all who venture into their domain. By way of an example, they can make familiar paths seem wholly unfamiliar, or lead you to believe you're somewhere you're not. And you're now, I am sorry to say, entirely at their mercy. As it stands, we cannot hope to find a way to Riager. For that, we must convince the pixies to lift the spell. From what I could make of the voices, the creatures want to play with us. If that is the case, they should permit us to find their village. Lita Luron. Come, I have a sneaking suspicion this path will lead us directly to their midst. Oh, and I should mention that Mephilia has been informed of our situation, of the different worlds and our mission. You may consider her an ally. Oh. Wait, when? What am I doing walking? And Aetherite. Well, here we are, yet the pixies are nowhere to be seen. Knowing them, their games have already begun. In which case, Donut, there is a variety of plant native to these parts with a distinctive furrowed tip. Looking grass as its name, so called because it can be used by pixies, believe it or not. I'll explain how I know all of this later, but first I need you to find me some. Oh, if a voice calls to you, under no circumstances should you respond. You will only subject yourself to their further mischief. Face grub. You search for his phone, but voice. Oh, pixie voice. An adorable voice. Greetings, mortal. What is your name? Oh, you don't have a name. Oh, very, very sad. I could have had so much fun. Oh, a visitor. Well, where are you from? Perhaps this one's hard of hearing. I said, where are you from? I guess you're deaf. Well, how boring. Still, picking plants at our village is as good as indulging in our hospitality. And who are you, and who are we to turn you away? Stay forever. What? I take it you met with some trouble. Apologies for subjecting you to that. Can I assume from your presence that you managed to find us some looking grass? Yes, this is stuff. Thus armed, we should be able to see through the pixie's veil of invisibility, and seeing them is the first step to dealing with them. Come, let's gather and put Urianja's little trick to good use. Wow, so many.
Farasitha, Krakleath.
What the crock?
No, we're found. How did this mortal know our trick?
Wait, I recognize their souls. These two have been here before.
Yes, Lala.
Look, twins! How adorable!
Oh,
Lee, with us!
We have neither the time nor inclination to play. We have come to see Urianger.
oh yes, Urianger, the peculiar one. In return for a place in Elmeg, he agreed to a riddle contest with us for 7 days and 7 nights without any sleep.
Oh, that was so much fun! We must do it again!
I'm sure he'd be delighted. Now, if you'd be so kind as to lift your spell.
Shall we? Should we? Would we?
Pretty please.
What now?
I don't know, but this is their home, so we must indulge them.
Right, we've made up our minds. We will lift our spell on one condition, that you first lend us a helping hand. Or 2, or 3. Once you've helped solve all of our troubles, we'll let you see Urianger. Pixie's honor.
I don't really trust your honor.
Well, there you have it. Pixie chores. I suggest we split up.
Ooh, look at me, look at me. I have a task for you. This place is our beloved village, and we want it to always look lovely. And it can't look lovely without flowers blooming, and no flowers bloom lovelier than never blooms. So here are some everbloom seeds. Take them and sow them into here, there, and everywhere around the village. Simple as a dimple, yes? Okay. Oh, there's another one. Am I the only one doing the request? Mortal, hear my plea. Our precious children are thirsty, and I need you to bring them water. For our children, you ask? Why, they're the leaf men you see standing around our village, silly. Adorable, aren't they? Now, you'll need to go to Longmere Lake to draw the water. Once you have it, see that our children have a good drenching. Oh, be warned, the flaw make their home in the lake. They tend to play rough, so have care. Oh, I can't wait for the flowers to bloom. Perhaps I'll make pretty curtains out of them. Okay. Lad Ken. Oops. Bad habit. it's technically not story, so. Oh, so bright. Helping us grow flowers, are you? They'll make this house look so much lovelier. There used to be a city of mortals here, a great big bustling place called Vobor, or Bober, or some such. But the sin eaters came and everyone disappeared. Since then, we pixies have been living here, and we've given the old houses our touch. Lovely, don't you think? Oh, wait, what? Are these owl people? Yes, Lala. Oh, I'm so hungry I may faint. Fruit, a little fruit will set me alright. Will you go and fetch me some? Oh, whoops. I thought that was it. You're done sowing the seeds? Thank you. This shall help this place live up to its name, which means flower house, in case you weren't aware. We weren't always here, you know. We used to live deep in a lush forest. It was beautiful beyond compare, but almost all of it was swallowed up by the light. For a while, we roamed, but eventually we found a place that men had abandoned. Together with our fellow Fae folk, we decided to make it our new home. The land of everlasting spring. This is our home, and it could be yours too, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Where are you going? So bright. Not sure we just use IR. Get the one in the water too. Oh boy. The woof? The waff? What's the waff? They like to play rough or something. Oh. Frogos. So bright. Undying? Like Undertale? Aren't you one of Rian J's friends? Have you business with me? That Ken is worried. Well, that's all well and good, but when someone tells me not to do something, it only makes me want to do it more. No one can stop me. Visor lot. It's so hard to see. Those aren't squeals. What the? Though your beaver speak is a bit rusty, the creature appears to want milk. I have buffalo milk. However, you see no signs of Ken give. You resign yourself to bearing the bad news back to Lad Ken. Wait, what about the beaver and the milk? The creature appears to want milk, however, okay, well. Can I pet it? That's cute. Of sorts. But, okay. You've given water to our children? Thank you so much. They're all very dear to us. They wandered into Ilmeg as stray mortals, but we grew attached to them and decided to take them in. You and yours would have been our children too, but the enchantment didn't catch as well as we'd hoped. It's never too late, of course. Wait, so these were people? want to think the small ones are Lalafels. Okay. Oh. You're back. Where's Kenyev? Please tell me Kenyev is alright. Well, what? Against your warning, they went to Pfizer. That place? Where you found only a strange animal? But then the tales were true. Oh, Kenyev, why? Why didn't you listen? Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't assume the worst yet. Maybe there's still hope. I just need to stay calm and think things through. I'm sure that's a lovely chain quest. So hungry. Oh, thank you so much. You saved me. Yes, saved me from my boredom. You should have seen the look on your face when the bugs came down. Well, you've done me a great service, mortal. If there's one thing we pixies are serious about, it's about having fun. Dull and painful things, hate them. Sin eaters are dull and painful both, so we hate them especially. You mortals try to fight those monstrosities, but there's no fun in that. Best to avoid them altogether, we say. Okay. Well, did all your chores and played your games. How goes it, Donut? So, a mix of menial tasks and pranks. Yes, that pretty much sums up my own experience. They have no trouble is worthy of the name. How long are we supposed to keep at this? They're clearly playing with us. Indeed. Whenever I inquire about how much more there is to be done, the answer is always the same, a little. I doubt they have any intention of releasing us in the near future. Udian J once told me a story about the pixies. They're born from the souls of those who died as children, or so it's believed. I think that's what he said. Though they don't have memories of their previous lives, the desire to have fun remains imprinted on their souls. And so, they live only to play, keeping hapless mortals for their pleasure for years on end, sometimes even until death. In the past, when I sought to identify the true nature of ghosts, I came upon literature examining a similar subject. The soul is likened to a core that resides in the aether, and its presence is what differentiates us from such beings as sprites and arcane entities. Upon death, said core ordinarily dissipates alongside the aether that compose the flesh. However, it may be held together and bound to the corporeal realm. English is hard. Either by the will of its owner or by means of certain arts. In time, the soul may regather aether onto itself to assume another form, or find newly emerged life in which to abide. The pixies may be one such instance of this. If ghosts are merely souls without bodies, what does that make us? I think you've become that which you feared most, brother dearest. However, pixies may have come into being. If we leave them to judge, when they are satisfied, they will never be satisfied. Nay, we must negotiate new terms with the creatures. But where to begin, it seems to me we need at least one among them to sympathize with us. In the course of your chores, did any of you encounter a pixie who seemed even faintly amenable to reason? What? You knew a pixie from before? Not only are you acquainted, but you've entered into a pact? You might have mentioned this sooner. At any rate, I dare to hope this will offer us a way out. Without further delay then, summon this Fey Owl if you please. More typing. So, my sapling has finally remembered about her lovely branch. But with such a half-hearted call, she may as well lob me off and cast me aside. I have no sapling. I came and see the... Oh. Please fail all, I need you. Is that your idea of a fervent call? A sodden lord could do it with more fire. Okay. Oh, loveliest of branches, please grant me your succor. Wow.
You're late. I've been waiting for you to summon me ever since you came here. Waiting and waiting and waiting. But my sapling didn't so much as utter my name. Such a heartless thing she is. Cold and cruel and heartless!
Another self-important little brat. Just what we need.
Reminds me of my child. All right, I'm sorry. It was a joke. Honestly, just a joke.
But just now you called for me so earnestly, so fervently. I couldn't possibly stay angry at you. Very well. As your lovely branch, I will lend you my strength.
Well. If it isn't Theo Ool, the mold feel, it's been too long.
Not long enough for you to think of any new games, though, apparently. If I were you, I'd be bored of myself.
Whoa.
Now, let me make something clear. That mortal is mine. No matter what you do, she will never be yours. Never, never, ever!
Oh, not even a bit. But what about the others? Surely we can keep them.
No, you can't keep them either. They're for my amusement and mine alone.
Holy shit.
If you lay so much as a finger on my sapling, I'll scatter the contents of her bag all over your precious village. cold, hard metal, furry, festering food, stinky, sweaty small clothes, and all manner of other terrible, unmentionable things. How would you like that, hmm? All right. But will you not at least let us play with the twins? Just while the others go and see Urianger?
Yeah, man. I think that's fine.
Aye, aye, that's all we asked. And we promise we'll play nicely.
It seems we won't be joining you.
Aye! We'll reveal the hidden verdict at once.
Oh, God bless. Oh. What the?
So this is the true Ilmeg.
How are you feeling?
Better. I think I remember the way now.
Apologies for the delay. Shall we go and see Urianger?
Your lovely branch is useful, yes? So whenever you're in trouble, you must remember to make use of me!
Jesus. For Alphanol and Alice 6. Let us be quick. It would be a shame to return only to find that they have been made to play one game too many. Now, the place we seek is the abandoned manor of a nobleman and scholar, the Bookman's Shelves, it's called, after the fellow's vast collection of tomes, an agreeable habit of our friend, I'm sure you'll agree. If we follow the path north, we should soon find the place. Come along. Oh, this place is lovely. Ah, should I do a fate? 72 quests, I'm 76, so I should be okay. And here we are at long last, I give you. Urianger's humble abode. Come, let's see if he's home.
Urianger, are you in?
Unto a world weary of heroes,
A hero wends her way. The Exarch did send word that thou wouldst seek me out, but ne'er did I imagine thou wouldst arrive so soon. Full glad am I to see thee once more, my friend, and none the worse for thy travails.
Run along, Minfilia. We will meet you outside.
But...
Another one for you to imbue, if you'd be so kind.
I take it thou hast met with our other comrades already? That Master Alphino and Mistress Alize now travel in thy company is of great comfort to me. As for the rest, it beginneth in earnest. The hunting of the Light Wardens, and perforce the war with Yulmore. Hark thee then to my words, and through them behold the vision that I did glimpse, that of the 8th Umbral Calamity. As I drifted hither to the first, traversing the boundary twixt reality and potentiality, I did bear witness to events yet to come. There I saw the combined forces of Eorzea and the Far East offering fierce resistance to the legions of Garlemald. So fierce, in fact, that they did begin to push the enemy back. Ilm by painful Ilm at first, then Yalm by Yalm, and Malm by Malm in time. Yet the joy they felt was short-lived, for in so doing they did force the Empire's hand. Faced with defeat, the Garleans turned to a weapon most vile. Black Rose. Its potency defied all reckoning. Once released, the gas took on a life of its own, wreaking untold carnage not only in Eorzea, but in the provinces of the Empire besides. From fighters upon the front lines to babes in their beds, none were spared. And as the casualties became too numerous to count, so did the fabric of civilization begin to unravel. Nor did the land itself escape unscathed. For spreading from the site of its release, Black Rose brought death to the very soil. To survive amidst the chaos and upheaval, men came to live by the sword, the rule of law giving way, inevitably, to the rule of might. Thus was the spark struck and the fire kindled, and swiftly did it spread as a blaze in a field of straw to engulf every corner of the world. Nations worthy of the name did then cease to exist. And those souls brave and true who might have risen to restore order
Oh shit.
were no more. For the weapon spared not one, not even thee. endless age of war, begotten by the blight of Black Rose. Such is the legacy of the 8th umbral calamity which I did behold. No matter the cost, we must forestall this tragedy. To that end, I have labored during my sojourn in this world, discovering in so doing the answer to a pressing mystery. That of Black Rose's inexplicable potency. Come. Dost thou recognize yonder chart?
Eureka.
Indeed. 'Tis a rendering of the elemental wheel, such as one might find in classrooms across the source. As the chart maketh plain, our world is composed of 6 elements, in addition to which there exist 2 poles in fundamental opposition. Astral, the active; umbral, the passive. As a reflection of the source, the first naturally compriseth the selfsame forces. Yet, curiously, there is a notable divergence in their nomenclature. To be specific, the denizens of this world employ not the terms astral and umbral. Thus was I moved to inquire what names said forces had been assigned. A simple question which yielded a most unexpected answer. Upon demanding the name of the pole aligned with activity and growth, I was told that as life's myriad colors combine to produce black, the people of the first had called it darkness. At this, did my mind begin to race. Yet 'twas only when I asked what name had been given to the pole aligned with passivity that mine eyes were opened to the truth. Peace and tranquility being as purest white, unmarred by color, I was told it had been given the name of light.
That's umbral light and astral darkness, yes? I'm no etherologist, but it strikes me that the nomenclature of the first is rooted in the generation of the 2 forces, while our own appears to focus on their effects. Which makes one wonder, have we had it backwards all this time?
"'Tis indeed a compelling question, and one which beareth closer examination. Yet what knowledge we already possess sufficeth to explain the chain of events. The phenomenon of etheric thinning observed in the source is the consequence of light, the power of stasis, flowing in from the first to stifle the movement of ether within the land. And according to Master Alphino, Black Rose slayeth by halting the circulation of ether within living beings. Should such a weapon be unleashed even as the first were rejoined, replete as it is with light,
We would have a disaster of untold proportions on our hands. A calamity. Well, at least we have a better grasp of what we're facing. Our objective, however, remains unchanged. We are to eliminate the Light Warden of Ilmeg. Speaking of which, were you able to ascertain its whereabouts?
Aye. 'Tis all but certainly ensconced within Leergear, the castle which standeth in the midst of the lake. To enter said stronghold, we must needs turn to the pixies for aid. Fortunately, I have become quite adept at courting their cooperation. Henceforth shall I accompany you, and do all in my power to ensure that my vision doth not come to pass.
My friend, ere I speak of the task at hand, there is a question I would pose to thee. What thinkest thou of mine appearance? What? Did you lose weight? Did I lose weight? If 'tis of flesh thou speakest, I cannot rightly say. However, in taking up astrology, I may have shed some yams of fabric. My present attire better suiteth the art. Though the night be lost behind the shroud of blinding light, doubt not, but it's so hard. But that the stars shine still, I have chosen to avail myself of their guidance, that I might navigate the sea of uncertainty that stretcheth before us. But enough of myself. Let us speak of our task. What? Is that English? As I did mention, if we are to enter Livgia, we must needs gain the pixies' cooperation. This is a simple matter of presenting unto them a suitable gift. I shall procure a selection of that thing that shall please their palates. Thancred, pray assist me in this endeavor. Meanwhile, Donut, I bid thee obtain that which will please their eyes. In these parts there a bit of a violkin known for its beauteous wings, the hawker. I shall let thee a receptacle within which thou mayest capture a weakened specimen. A bag. Ray. Exuberant Pixie. Oh, you're Euron Jay's friend, aren't you? Will you not lend me a hand? You see, Euron Jay's home is drab and dull, and I've a mind to decorate it. Make it bright and beautiful. If you were to help out, it'd make all the more special. First of all, we need some whirlweeds, a pretty little plant that grows in the water. We usually trade with the fall for it, but seeing as you can swim, you can harvest some for us. You should be able to find the weed in the lake where there's a sunken church. While you take care of this, I'll go and pick us lots and lots and lots of beautiful flowers. Afterwards, let's meet back here for the decorating. See you soon. How would the pixies know what a church is, though? Well, never mind. That's a dumb question. There were men back then, I guess. And then I guess they congregations and all that stuff. I don't know. Seems kind of weird to me. There you are. Did you manage to find some whirlweeds? Oh, look at these lovelies. I'll enchant these at once. Make it so that they can grow outside of the water. And then plant them here and there. Meanwhile, I want you to decorate with these snug blooms. As to where they should go, yes, the stairs. That's a dull spot that's ripe for some cheer. When you finish, come and let me know. Okay. Thou art returned. Were thou able to capture a hawker? Oh, a truly magnificent set of wings. I shall treat them at once and make fast their vibrant colors. The anchor too should return anon, upon which I shall ready all the items for presentation. Pray take thine ease, meanwhile. I wonder if I can just translate. Yeah.
"'Tis done. The pixies shall be well pleased with these gifts. Ah, lest I forget. White auracite, newly forged for thy use. Our mission being to thwart a rejoining, we will most assuredly cross paths with those who crave the contrary, our eternal enemies. Thus did I choose to abide in this ether-rich land, the better to fashion a trap for the Ascian's essence.
May I come in now?
You may indeed, assuming you've finished.
I did as you asked.
That's my girl, thank you.
What?
I should probably explain. Though my body remained behind in the Sword, its limitations saw fit to accompany me. Which is to say, I cannot manipulate ether. I took up the gunblade for its defensive advantages. On account of my little impairment, I cannot imbue the ammunition myself. Luckily for me, Minfilia has quite a talent for it.
Minfilia, once we set forth, we are not like to return for some while. If thou wouldst choose tomes to take with thee, let it be now.
Really? May I?
Of course, my dear. Yet have care thou dost not add overmuch to thy burden, lest I incur Thancred's ire.
It's like a kid.
Hast thou spoken to her of thine encounter with the Minfilia of Eld?
Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any. As you know, I freed young Minfilia from captivity in Yulmore some 3 years past. Not long after, the two of us journeyed to the south of Armareng, to the edge of the Empty, where the flood was halted. 'Twas there that she awakened. The Minfilia of old. My Minfilia.
Tell me, what must I do to bring you back?
My dearest Thancred, as I am now, I am no different from an Ascian. This child is but a vessel. One of many I have used that I might spread word of her enduring blessing and preserve the flame of hope. In my name, each has died, never having lived her own life. I have taken enough from these children. I will take no more.
But what of your suffering? Your sacrifice? This isn't fair! I will not stand for it. I cannot! There must be something we can do. Tell me!
Should the day come when this child grows weary of fighting and wishes to cast it all aside, then shall I take up her burden. But should she wish instead to become the master of her own destiny, then shall I bequeath to her my all. Imbued with the strength that I reserve for rebirth, she may come to wield my powers as her own.
And what of my wishes? What of Flamine's? What of all the people who love and care for you and want nothing more than to see you again?
Yeah.
It is not their decision to make. It is hers. This child's. This Minfilia's. You have ever watched over me, Thancred. Now I ask that you do the same for her. Protect her. Teach her. Stand by her as you stood by me. There is much and more she does not know. She needs a guide to show her the ways of the world, or she will never find her own path. When the time comes, you will find me here. Until that day.
Minfilia, wait!
then she was gone. Minfilia, the girl, claims to have no recollection of any of it. I have told her many things. Where we came from, what we fight for. But of that day, I have not spoken. With the coming of another possessed of the blessing of light, the first hath begun to rise up in defiance of its fate. The question remaineth, however, who shall take up the flame of hope which Minfilia hath borne for so long? Whether we will it or no, the choice must soon be made.
I'm sorry I took so long. It was so hard to choose. In the end, I settled on just the one.
That is well. Now, if all is in order, let us set forth for Leader Loran.
Marvelous. This is sure to put a smile on Urianje's scowly face, and then he'll want to stay there forever and ever and ever. You're welcome to stay too, of course. There's plenty of room for you and all your friends. Thanks, but no thanks. We weren't expecting you all back so soon. We had scarcely begun playing with the twins. That said, your gifts are truly wonderful. Let me tell you, the milk and honey and biscuits won't last a day, and the wings are the loveliest we've ever seen. You've done us a great kindness, and it's fate custom to return gesture. If you desire anything of us, you need but name it. So, what is it that you desire? Rusty old coins like you mortals are wont to collect, perhaps? We are resolved to vanquish the Light Warden of this land. To that end, we desire entry to Lidgia. What a strange thing to wish for. You might as well ask for your death. But if that is what you want, who are we to argue? Very well, I shall speak with the others. You've clearly been busy, Urianje. Would you be so kind to tell us what we've missed? So, that was the purpose of the gifts. Is there anything you can tell us about this Light Warden? Aye, my lady. By circumstances most tragic, the Light Warden of this land is our king and ruler, Titania. It was not always so, of course. Our king fought the first Light Warden that threatened our home. You see, fought it and won. But all the horrible light that came out went and corrupted them, turning them into a new Light Warden. Now, their king only a name, not remains of the wise and just ruler that used to be. We had no choice but to seal them in the castle. The magic for breaking the seal we divided into 4 and wove each into a different relic to be kept apart until the time was right. And this dress is one of them. It's been in our safekeeping for years and years, but we've decided to entrust it to you. Are you sure? Of course, custom demands it. Though you're most certainly going to your deaths. We thought we should at least let you try. That way we get to watch what happens. Of course, you can't break the seal unless you have the other relics too. The shell crown is with the Foi, the stone scepter is with the Numo, and the crystal shoes are with the Amaro. Good luck finding them all. The facts thus disclosed confirm my own understanding. Our quest lies now before us. First, let us take to the lake, there to claim the shell crown from the frogs. If we call to them before the untouchable gate, they will answer. Three Night World silver piece, currency minted long before the flood. Whatever design its face may have once borne is now entirely lost to time. So it's just like Allegan, except it's Night World. There's talk that an interesting mortal has come to Omega. A Taiwanese donut or some such. It's you, isn't it? Don't even think to deny it. I'm both on, and it's my dream to become the most popular fairy of all. Why? Because everyone would fawn over me, and that would be really fun. Now, by way of an achievable first step, I'm aiming to become the darling of Lida Loran. But everyone is so caught up with their flower smelling and their mischief making, they don't even want to spare me a glance. You travel to and fro, so you must know much and more about this than that. Tell me, what must I do to become popular? Cleverest, strongest, fairest, cleverest. The cleverest? I think I know how I can do that. I just need to read lots of books, right? And it just so happens there are lots of books in Urianche's home, a place called Bookman's Shelves. Right, I'm going there at once, and you're coming too. I can't read your strange moral writing, so I need you to do it for me. I should have chosen something else. hearken to me, O spirits of the water. We we are come with an entreaty. Not in a talkative mood, apparently. Not exactly sure how the gate works. But if the frog are water spirits, perhaps we should take our search into the lake. I suppose a brief dip wouldn't hurt. We all know Thancred swims like an eel, but what about you, Amphilia? I can swim well. I can swim well enough. Thancred taught me. Excellent. What about you, Riache? I'm not sure I've ever asked. Rather than swim, mayhap it would be more expeditious to walk upon the surface by means of magic. You too, Riache? That you should be a kindred spirit. Worry not, my friend. I know some helpful tricks, and I should be more than happy to share them with you. Together, we shall conquer the waves. Well, well, aren't we a lively lot? And you have an entreaty for us, you say? An entreaty for mortals. What a treat. Aye. My comrades and I are on a quest to vanquish the Light Warden. To that end, we would humbly beg the loan of the Shell Crown, which we are given to understand is in the safekeeping of your people. Oh, watery voice. Just like that? What do you want from us? No, the crowd simply didn't mean to much about us at all. As a matter of fact, nothing is much to us. Totally frogs as that ever begun. And the picture was from the heavens, the earth, and had admitted that only do said not really ashamed to make it never make them up to you. Special and touchable gated and counted headers to the dominant and we're telling the name is very Brisbane one. Sounds very busy, yes. And it is, and so should for the leader of the border, or come on, bro, nobody's in the pyramids. Why is it really clear? Get about his clear and celebrate. And then, maybe they'll get it in the credit on them.